Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Man, what a week. I haven't checked in with you guys since Sunday, and that's kind of a long stretch for us. I've taken a couple of days off from vlogging just to do photo studio stuff and just to get some things done in my life. So I was taking a little bit of a breather, but I am back today to show you guys a cookie recipe that I'm making for Easter. I'm doing this really cool collab on Instagram with the Keto Collabs people. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've done the themes the last 2 weeks, and this is the final week, and it has to be a bunny or egg shaped treat. So here's what I'm doing. My thumbprint cookie recipe, that is an adaptation from a Wholesome Yum Blog cream cheese cookie recipe. I'm basically going to shape them into little bunnies. I hope. It's a super easy cookie recipe. It only needs a handful of ingredients. Anyone could whip this one up. The hardest part about this is going to be getting the shapes right so that they actually look like bunnies. So I hope it works out. I'm kind of reaching because trying to shape keto treats is tricky. If you guys have ever worked with any kind of almond flour dough before, you know that it's not as pliable as a regular flour. So hopefully my creativity kicks in and I'm able to knock this one out of the park. I know for sure they'll be delicious. It's one of my favorite keto cookie recipes. And you know, a little creative liberty goes really far when you're trying to shape things into a shape, right? I hope. Quickly, I want to show you guys my shirt. You're going to get a kick out of this. So I love a podcast. You guys know I do. One of my favorite podcasts is Mom Spaghetti. My friend Kristen, who is Survive Sleep Slay on YouTube and Instagram, and Emily AM from YouTube have a podcast called Mom Spaghetti. And they sent me the most amazing shirt. Now, if your name is Susan, do not be offended. Let me tell you who Susan is. Susan is your coworker that wants to tell you how unhealthy keto is. Susan is the lady in the checkout line that is telling you that you're buying too much cheese. Susan is the queen of unsolicited advice and backhanded compliments. So they made a t-shirt that says, "Shut up, Susan," and it made my whole day. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Emily. I absolutely love you guys, and I'm just so proud to be friends with women that are doing such amazing things. I just love you guys. So please check out their podcast. I will leave a link down below. And if you want a really hilarious conversation starter, order their merch, because I can't even tell you how many people I've had to explain this to today, and it just cracks me up. So let me show you what we're gonna need for the cookies, and I will shut my trap. Okay, my dishwasher is running in the background. Don't judge me. You will need a 1/4 cup of softened butter, 2 ounces of plain cream cheese, also softened, 1/2 cup of sweetener of your choice. I'm gonna use Splenda. Then you need 1 large egg white, not pictured, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and any other flavoring of your choice. I'm going to use some of the one-on-one flavors, sugar, butter, cookie flavor concentrate. Then you will also need 3 cups of blanched almond flour and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then some sugar-free jelly. I'm using the Walmart brand because to me it has the best flavor. Okay, so you're definitely gonna need a hand mixer or a stand mixer for this recipe. You don't wanna do it by hand, it doesn't combine the ingredients good enough. So into a large mixing bowl, we add the 2 ounces of softened cream cheese, the 1/4 cup of softened butter. I cheated a little bit and put this in the microwave for 15 seconds, but it's best to let it sit out at room temperature. Then we're also going to add 3/4 of a cup of sweetener. You can use any keto-friendly sweetener. I'm using Splenda because it's what I have the most of on hand. So once you get these 3 ingredients into the bowl, we're gonna go ahead and mix it on low and beat it together until it's fluffy and light in color. Okay, once it's all fluffy and like kind of a buttery color, it's gonna be smooth but not completely smooth. we will add a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, the egg white from 1 large egg, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then if you're going to add any flavor concentrates, now would be the time to do that as well. Sugar butter cookie, I'm gonna use about 20 drops. Now we're gonna beat this on low until it's all combined. Okay, next, we're going to add our almond flour. You're gonna need 3 cups of almond flour, and you're going to want to beat in about 1/2 cup at a time. So I'm going to add my first 1/2 cup, give or take, and beat it in. Next 1/2 cup, and beat it in. Okay, my dough is all done. It should stick together, but still be crumbly. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for about 10 minutes and then we'll start making the bunnies. While my batter is chilling in the fridge, I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees and I lined a big cookie sheet with parchment paper. I also cracked open a Bang Energy because I need it today. I'm drinking Power Punch. This was my original favorite Bang Energy flavor, but I always go back to this one. It's so good. Tastes like sweet tarts. Here goes nothing. I'm a little nervous. I don't want to butcher this. So normally when I make these, I just make tiny thumbprint cookies. So I use a scoop. I make them all uniform, press them out, put a little divot in it with my thumb, and then I add the strawberry jelly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about half this dough and I'm gonna form them into little circles, and that's gonna make the bunny's head. And then I'm gonna use the rest of the dough and I guess make little ears for them. I'm gonna make one and then I'll walk you through it so I can see if this is really gonna be a disaster or not. Okay, so I made my little circle of dough. And then I just took out a little bit of extra dough to shape the ears. Now, the reason that I chose this recipe is because it doesn't change shape terribly when it bakes. It doesn't spread out too much. Ugh. Okay, so the first one is just okay. What do you guys think? So I used my scoop, grab some chilled dough. Chilled really does help you form it. And then I've got my little bunny face. And then I'm just taking a little bit of dough by itself and just forming the really phallic looking ears by hand. I think they're gonna be cute. Hopefully it looks enough like a bunny that it still kind of counts. A lot of people did like candies and chocolate treats. So when I post the photo of this on Instagram, you'll see all of the people that were part of the collab tagged in it. Go check them out and see some of the amazing creations that they came up with. It was a really incredible collab with some really inspirational keto folks. Okay, so that's what we're doing. It kind of looks like a bunny. Don't forget to put the little indentation in the middle because that's where the jam is gonna go. I have like 1 million more of these to make. I decided to be smart and shape out a few of these and basically do a test batch in the oven to make sure that the shape comes out okay. I took the rest of my dough and put it back into the refrigerator because, like I said before, it really does work best when it's chilled. When the dough starts to get too warm, it gets really sticky and is hard to work with and hard to form. Now, if you were just doing the regular thumbprint cookies and you weren't trying to form them into a shape other than a circle, the warm dough isn't a huge deal. But because I have a set shape in mind, I'm just gonna do a test batch. So these are going into a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and we will see if they still look like bunnies when they're done. They look really cute right now, so I hope they hold up. Moment of truth. They turned out so stinking cute. I didn't make the jam well big enough on this one, so he looks like he's bleeding, but that's okay. I love how the ears changed color a little bit because the dough was thinner. These are freaking adorable. I'm impressed. Yay! They turned out really cute. I'm definitely gonna say that some of them look a bit rustic, code word for burnt, but I think the kids are gonna eat these, and I just think they turned out so precious. So that's it. It went really well. Like I said, they're a little silly looking and a little bit rustic, but I'm proud of them. And they taste delicious, which is the most important part. I hope that you guys enjoyed my little keto cookie here, and I hope that you give it a try. If you are staying keto on Easter, I will be right there with you. I'm trying really hard to stick to what I'm doing and, you know, just motivate myself, motivate you guys, and we're gonna be doing some more meal prep here in the next couple of days. I have a really busy weekend. I have a wedding on Saturday. It's wedding season, so you're gonna hear me say that just about every weekend for the next few months. I love it. It is the greatest joy of my life, and I like to kind of let you guys know what's going on. So if you don't see me for a couple of days, it's because I am busy. But I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you as always for being here with us. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. We've gotten a little bump here in the last few weeks, and I'm just so happy to have all of you here. So I hope you like what we're doing, and I hope that you continue to follow our journey and our adventure. I will see you guys really soon. I love you all.